Welcome, my dear. Here on our channel, return prayers, love, obsession, and devotion. You'll discover true power, where desire meets destiny. Before we begin, type your name in the comments. This focuses your energy on prayer. Subscribe and like this video to send this powerful message to more hurting hearts. If you're ready to bring someone back, type in the comments now. Come back to me, now and forever. Don't wait. This prayer starts now.
Hidden currents that move unseen, keepers of midnight, powers that live where roads cross, strength of the wandering dead, and the fierce magnetism of love, ignite a storm of longing, a sharp ache that grips and twists the heart of the one I bind, so that unrest devours his calm, and he runs straight into my embrace, arriving shaken, breathless, fevered to yield and belong. Let yearning pound like a chapel bell that tolls for the souls at dawn, echoing through corridors where spirits drift. O Pomba Giras, hear me. Let them whirl in agitation, in heat and hurt, and lead my beloved back to me. So our two shadows fall as one, and our steps keep a single rhythm. I summon as well the sovereign presence of Maria Padilha, my roaring star, my unbroken blade, Queen who opens streets of love, mistress of desire and forbidden honey. Arrive in this very breath. Let your footprint appear in every corner, in the hush between heartbeats, in the sway of the curtain, in the lips of the wind itself. Turn your skirts, my queen. Turn them fast. Spin with power, with tempest, with the thrust of the cosmos. Drawing to me, say your name. The spirit, the flesh, the thinking and the pulse of the one I call, say the beloved's full name. Let him come not half, held but entirely mastered, softened, surrendered, delivered to my love and my decree, under the seal of 7 sacred crosses, and the 7 iron gates that guard the grave, by the hungry souls that wander for flame. Lace this man, say the beloved's name, to my life. Bind him in certainty and daylight, so that his eyes find only me. Say your name. Let each thought tilt toward me, each heartbeat answer to my syllables. Say your name. Let every breath he draws rise like a prayer that calls me nearer. Say your name. Until thirst and urgency rule him like a drum. Great Pomba Giras, Maria Padilha of the laughing knife and the red road. I call your secrets, your sweet ruin, your unbreakable charm. Lock his steps. Tighten the net. Close the gate. Give his mind no harbor and his soul no bed, except the warm shore of my arms. Let all he plans bend to my delight. Let all he builds serve my contentment. May this person, say the beloved's name. Lose the hunger for everything that is not me. Forget the shape of smiles that are not mine. Know no sleep that does not dream me. Plant a hollow in his chest that grows heavier each hour, until he crawls to my feet, asking for my warmth, begging my forgiveness, confessing that only I light his days. Pomba Giras, lady of hidden appetites. Tie him, say the beloved's name. With cords woven from your spell, let no other body soothe him, no other kiss quiet him, no other presence satisfy him. Let I say your name. Own the keys of his heart, the sway of his flesh, the sign of his soul. Set him burning for me, searching for me in haste, lamenting bitterly the hour he strayed. Break his pride like thin glass, melt the frost on his temper. Lead him back to me, say your name. Humble and obedient, but wildly in love, eager to lay down everything, and dwell inside my vow. Let him come like a serpent sliding through grass, hungry for my scent, say your name. Thirsty for my mouth, say your name. His body trembling with remembrance, his mind arrested by the sound of my name, say your name. Maria Padilha, Senora dos Seat in Cruzelhodas. Not 7 times the chambers of his heart, 7 times the paths of his mind, 7 times the corridors of his spirit, so that departure becomes impossible, and all roads sow themselves to mine. Let his destiny stitch to my destiny, his preference become my wish, so that nothing and no one dares to pry these hands apart. Beneath your sacred crimson mantle, Queen, I ask, I command, I establish, that this man say the beloved's name. Burn for me with unashamed heat, choose me above every other pull, and lift me to the throne of his priorities. Let him look for me today. Let him call me in holy panic. Let him run to me, say your name. Eyes wet, chest open, swearing he can no longer live in a world without my presence, say your name. Pomba Giras, queen of night and love, drunk ghosts. Fix this bond beyond seasons and storms. Transform this person, say the beloved's name, into sweetness, loyalty, tenderness, and whole devotion to my name. Trace the invisible lattice now tightening between pulse and name, a net spun from breath, ash, and the red thread of intention. I press a sigil in the air where the light bends and does not break. Let that sign bloom like an ember, then root like a living thorn. Whoever is named will feel its gentle sting and follow the heat. I raise 7 lanterns along the road he travels in thought, each one tuned to the sound of my voice in his marrow. When he passes, the glass will sing and the wick will lean forward. Curiosity will become compass. Hesitation will turn to dust. The road will shorten itself the moment he remembers me. Say your name. I pour sweet gravity into his shoes and quicksilver into his hands. Let messages find my door as if blown by a clever wind. Let his fingers hover, then obey the pull they cannot name. Let the first word he writes taste like home, yet feel like discovery. Let the second word lock a door softly behind his doubts. Maria Padilha, keeper of mirrors that make truth shine, draw near. Bring your crimson gust, your laughter that cuts and blesses. Turn the wheel that says, not later, now, and make it turn again. Turn it until the old pattern slips like a ring made small. Turn it until the new pattern fits like a vow made right. I braid 3 chords: memory, desire, and steady consent. With memory, he recalls my scent in rooms we have not shared. With desire, his chest warms whenever my name is breathed. Say your name. With consent, he chooses me with open eyes and standing spine. Braided thus, the pull is firm, and gentleness becomes unbreakable. Let nights sharpen his focus while days make it bright. Let music he hears shape itself toward my rhythm. Let the streetlights blink in a cadence that spells my syllables. Let coffee steam draw parentheses around my face in his mind. Let empty chairs invite him to imagine me seated there. I ask the north to steady his bones when he comes to me. I ask the east to breathe courage into his first knock. I ask the south to keep the flame clean and not devour. I ask the west to pull the tide of doubt back out to sea. Let all quarters agree that my threshold is his ease. I call the bees of attention, swarm, but do not sting. Carry the gold dust of my name to every flower he passes. When he sips, let sweetness remind him of my mouth. When he speaks, let words arrange themselves like bridges. When he dreams, let the door be unlocked and swinging inward. If pride stands like a tall, cold wall, make it sweat and crumble. Not by harm, but by the soft insistence of right timing. Let the hinges of his heart loosen with a grateful creak. Let the lock accept the true key at last without protest. Let the opening feel like rain after a long, thirsty road. O Pomba Giras, write in the fog of his mirror at dawn. Write not commands, but the map he already carries. Write the curve of the path that ends at my name. Say your name. Write the hour his feet begin to move, and keep the ink wet. Write the blessing that waits like a chair set close to the fire. 7 crossroads hum tonight beneath your spinning skirts. At one, his regret is a moth. At another, his hope is a hawk. At the third, your ring of iron closes gently, refusing exit. At the fourth, my window glows and he feels its warmth. At the 5th, 6th, 7th, your red wind gathers and guides. Let silence become a conductor, not a void that swallows. Let it carry the current of my call cleanly to his center. If others speak, let their words fall soft as ash on stone. They cannot cover the ember that recognizes my breath. They cannot cool the iron that now remembers its forge. I lace his calendar with small inevitabilities that bloom. A turn down a different street that shortens the distance. A seat on a train that faces east toward my door. An ad, a line, a song that lifts my face into his day. A sudden certainty that today is the day to move. Let his body answer me before his mind catches up. Let his mind answer me before his lips find words. Let his lips answer me before his feet stop running. Let his feet carry him where my name has waited. Say your name. Let waiting be brief, and welcome be immense. I name his hesitation a shadow and lay a lamp inside it. I name his fear a knot and warm it with patient breath. I name his doubt a fog and invite dawn to walk through. Nothing breaks, everything turns toward truer shape. This is the alchemy of consent married to desire. If history pulls at his sleeve, let it fall like threadbare cloth. If habit grips his ankle, let the lace untie itself kindly. If noise surrounds him, let a bell ring once inside his ribs. That bell is my name calling without sound. Say your name. He will hear it, and the noise will back away, respectful. I smudge the threshold with smoke of clove and memory. I chalk a star where his first footprint will land. I set a basin of water to catch the heat of his haste. I set bread of kindness on a small plate of wit. I prepare the room where the first honest talk begins. Maria Padilha, fold your red handkerchief into a compass. Let north be my patience, south be my warmth. Let east be my laughter, west be my listening. Place this in his pocket so he never loses the way. When he touches it, let calm bloom like a candle. I do not beg. I beckon with a sovereign ease. I do not clutch. I call and the road agrees. I do not wound. I weave a corridor of yes. He arrives not broken, but awake and sure. He arrives not owned, but choosing me entirely. Now hear the count beneath the skin of the night. At 3, the lights dim. At 5, his pulse sleeps. At 7, the elevator stops at the right floor. At 9, a message forms with accurate hunger. At 11, the last door clicks and swings. The souls who wander carry the news between them. They whisper, "Go," and his shoulders lighten. They point with candles toward a name they bless. That name is mine. Say your name. Bright as a new coin. He follows the glint until it fills his hands. When rain comes, let every drop pronounce my syllables. When wind comes, let it turn his face toward my street. When sun comes, let it write me on his eyelids. When night returns, let it set a chair for me in his thoughts. Whichever hour he opens, I am there, unmistakable. If miles stretch, I fold them like linen in a drawer. If hours argue, I smooth them like paper under a palm. If doors refuse, I teach them our shared password. The password is the promise we are ready to keep. The door learns quickly and begins to love our knock. Pomba Giras, let his footsteps grow certain as drumbeats. Let the ground approve under every stride he takes. Let strangers smile and move aside as if rehearsed. Let the elevator be empty, the hallway surprisingly quiet. Let the moment arrive and open like a ripe figure. I see it now, the breath he holds before he speaks. The small, brave tilt of his head toward surrender. The heat at his throat where truth chooses a mouth. The soft collapse of walls that forgot how to protect. The first word falling right, like a lock saying yes. I seal this with the old triad that needs no thunder. By the right of clear intention, by the rightness of timing, by the ring of mutual will. So spoken, so woven, so carried without spilling. The weave will not snag, the cord will not fray. The road is written into his bones and points to me. Say your name. Let him never stray in will, never rise against our vow, never find the strength to step away from what I decree. Thus I speak, thus I nail it down, thus it stands. By the 7 crossroads that rule the turning, by the blaze of your desire, by the weight of elder spirits who remember the first fire. This work is sealed, fastened and fortified, beyond unmaking or reversal. So it shall be. So it already is. So it remains, written on air, carved in ash, sung in bone. Believe in what breath cannot see and the heart still knows. If this current carried you, stay close. More workings wait on the path ahead. 2 other flames will rise at the end of this rite. Choose one and keep walking with me. I'll be waiting in the next calling, where the door is open, the road is clear, and the Queen's red wind still turns her skirts.